What is going on? And welcome to the March 30th. 30th? No. March 29th, sorry. March 29th, 2011 edition of Release Day Unboxing. We have two games this week, and one of them I had not even previously talked about because I had absolutely no idea it came out today, but let's talk a little bit about this. First of all, stupid me, I was about to head out to GameStop, and I said, you know what, I got a game to pick up today. Finally, I can get rid of some games that I'm never going to be playing again, like PlayStation Move Heroes, which I hated, The Shoot, which I played once with Rambo, really didn't like it too much, Time Crisis, Raising Storm, which I'll probably never play again, it's a rail shooter game, Epic Mickey, which is the worst fucking piece of shit on the planet, and I put them all together in a nice stack. I put them down right here on my bar stool, and I said, alright, on the way out, I'll grab them, and of course, I get to GameStop, and I say, son of a bitch, I didn't bring the games with me because I'm a fucking idiot. So I did not trade in any games today. In fact, I have not traded in any games since December, so now my game stack is really accumulating, but that is a good thing. There's a lot of games on there, such as Bulletstorm, Homefront, Assassin's Creed, Brotherhood, Black Ops, Halo Reach, Killzone 3, Dead Space 2, all those games are games with multiplayer potential if I do Fan Appreciation Week, which I am going to be doing at some point in April, because this is going to be a dead time coming up, which I'll talk about in future videos, but there's a couple dead weeks in April I'll be doing that, so it's a good thing I didn't trade in everything, so we have games to play together, cooperatively. But anyway, I digress. Back to what we're here for. Release day unboxing for today. Two games came out. First of all, WWE All-Stars. Okay, and if you've been following along, this is a game that is a slight change of pace for the typical wrestling games that have been coming out of the WWE universe. It's not like a SmackDown vs. Raw wrestling simulation game. It's more of an arcadey style brawler, cartoonish graphics, over-the-top attacks, over-the-top effects, and reading on the box here, it's actually got a pretty good combination of classic wrestlers, legends, as well as current superstars. I'm actually surprised because it has Hulk Hogan, who's currently working for TNA Wrestling, in it. Ultimate Warrior, who's basically shit-talked the WWE 1,000 times and has not been back to the WWE since he left. Macho Man Randy Savage, who also has done the same thing. Like, there's a lot of wrestlers that they managed to get for this game, the rights to, that basically don't like the WWE that much, so I'm very surprised they're in it, but that's pretty cool. Now there's actually, I found out, 3 different story mode game modes. There's one where you're a legend, and you're basically trying to get to SummerSlam to have a match with The Undertaker. There's another game mode where you're a superstar, and you're trying to get to WrestleMania to wrestle Randy Orton in the main event. And then finally there's a tag team mode where you pick your tag team partner and you try to become the most legendary tag team of all time. The game also has many different game modes, including elimination style, tag team style, extreme rules style, steel cage match. The one bummer, the one thing that I'm a little not too happy about, there's no Royal Rumble match. And the Royal Rumble match is like the signature match, the most fun. Whenever I had my friends over when I used to play SmackDown vs. Raw, back in the day, actually we used to just play SmackDown. Before it was SmackDown vs. Raw, it was just the SmackDown series. When we used to play it, we used to always do the Royal Rumble, and we'd pick the worst characters and make the worst characters win the Royal Rumble. It would be hilarious. And I remember for like a month straight, every time my friends came over, we kept making Rico win the Royal Rumble. I don't know if anyone remembers who Rico was, but so yeah, this seems pretty interesting. It also has online play. I'm going to be trying this out today, because it was on the schedule and I was fully expecting to play it. Now, right here, another game that I had no idea was coming out. I heard things about it and I heard it was coming out eventually, but I had not heard that it was coming out this week. And I go to GameStop and it's sitting there and there's like 100 copies on the shelf, and I said, gee, what's up with that? And he said, yeah, apparently no one knew the game was coming out today, so they had like no reserves for the store, so it's readily available. I said, well, you know what? The next couple of weeks are going to be slow, because a couple games got delayed. For example, Conduit 2 was supposed to come out next week. It's now been delayed until April 19th, which, by the way, April 19th is the day when every single fucking game on the planet comes out. You've got Portal 2, you've got Mortal Kombat, you've got SOCOM 4, you've got Conduit 2, and one thing that I forgot to mention with WWE All-Stars, there is, because I pre-ordered at GameStop, there's a code here on my receipt to get 2 characters, Ted DiBiase, or $1 Million Man, and then his son, Ted DiBiase Jr., But the game makers are fucking retarded. You can't use the code until April 19th. Why? The only reasoning I could see behind this is that they're actually afraid that kids were going to buy this game and then not like it and then try to trade it in right away. And this is a way to guarantee that they at least hold on to the game for a month, which would kind of guarantee that at least the sales for a month are of new games and not people going to buy it used. That's just a theory. I don't know what else they could possibly have wanted you to wait a month to give the DLC character for. But anyway, Dynasty Warriors 7. I've never played a Dynasty Warriors game before. I know a lot of people are going to probably shit their pants when they hear me say that. Simply because I know exactly what it is. It's a hack and slash kind of game. And you run around, you hack the living shit out of stuff till you build up a super beater or whatever, use a super move, wash, rinse, repeat. And to me, a game like that, unless it's like really unique, it's not that interesting to me. But being that I've never, ever, ever played a Dynasty Warriors game, and I've definitely never played one on my YouTube channels, since I've been doing game playthroughs, the only Dynasty Warrior game I did touch, I touched the demo of one of them last year during demo day, and I thought the game was awful. I'm really hoping, since this is an official installment, that this game is better than what that one was, because that one was fucking ass. But, alright, so, without further ado, let's look at it. You got WWE All-Stars, so when you open it up, typical game disc, and a very flimsy instruction manual. I actually did take a look at the controls, and the controls are pretty simplified. You've got 2 levels of attacks, you've got 2 levels of grapples, you've got a counter attack button, you've got a counter grapple button, a run button, a button to pin people with, and that's it. You can't even block in this game. So basically it's going to be a very offense-based game where people are going to be running around trying to attack and grapple and counter grapple over and over. It looks like some characters are bigger than others, and so they could do like planchas and flying attacks, while others are bigger brawler or bruiser types, and those are more slower, more damaging characters, but they're not as fast as the other characters. So we're gonna have to see if anyone's overpowered in the game. Dynasty Warriors 7. First of all, interesting to note, on every Dynasty Warriors apparently now, it's half English and half French. Because menez-vous admet à la victoria contre Ventis and Marais at Rio Nativiques Le Chine. Maybe it's not French. Coute que coute? No, I think coute que coute might be French. Telechargement des contentus du jeu. Joueurs en ligne. Blah 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 blah. So, yeah, it's dual language, the box and everything here. This game also apparently has 2 game modes. There's regular story mode, and then there's a conquest mode, and it is 1 to 2 player co-op. So there is potential that one day I'll do co-op with maybe Rambo or someone who wants to play this game. But anyway, you got your game disc, whoop-de-doo. Dynasty Warrior 7. Inside, I couldn't believe it when I opened it. Can you look at this? Full color. Really beautiful looking art design, descriptive, reading, it actually accurately tells you what the controls are, it explains the game modes, everything's in color and beautiful. It's actually a worthy instruction booklet to be in here. Wow, it's been a while since I've seen one of those. They actually put some effort into the graphical design of the instruction book. That's a rare thing these days. So, anyway, that's it for release day unboxing today. What I will be doing is, like I said, I will be starting WWE All-Stars today, play that for a while. Also remember that later today, Back to the Future Part 2 comes out, meaning the installment number 2 of the game on PlayStation Network. And I will be getting that, but I'm not necessarily playing that immediately. I might play like All-Stars today. Maybe I'll try Dynasty Warriors tomorrow. Then maybe I'll do some Back to the Future. Obviously, I've got 3 games to play around with now, so I'm going to be probably rotating them between them. Like I said, this game has 3 different campaign modes. This one has a story mode, but there's 4 characters, so basically there's 4 stories. So there's a lot to do here. But yeah, that'll be the week. We'll be pretty filled out. And remember that on Friday I am going to do my special regarding a survival horror game, a blast from the past from the 90s, one of the best, one of the most famous ones from that time. And I'll be doing a special kind of review / partial playthrough of that game as a special treat this week. And then keep in mind, on Saturday I might be traveling to Philly for a Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo event with many people local in the region from the Northeast who want to play and get together. I might be doing that. I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence about it because it's giving up an entire day, And especially it's going to be a lot of travel, driving to New York, then driving to Philly and all that, and it might be kind of grueling. So I'm on the fence if I'm going to do it, but we'll see what happens with that. If not, I certainly have enough to do with the games that came out this week. So, alright, I'm DSP. That is it for Release Day Unboxing, and I will see you guys for WWE All-Stars.